guys, welcome back to my channel. Or for those of you guys seeing my face for the very first time, my name is Esmeralda, but most people like to call me Esme. And if you guys aren't yet subscribed, please make sure to hit the little red button. I would really appreciate it. So for this week's video, I thought it would be fun to show you guys my updated everyday makeup routine, because I believe it's been years since I posted one of these videos. So the products that I've been using have changed quite a bit, and I've also changed up my routine a little bit. I also asked for you guys to send me in some questions on Instagram so I could answer during this video. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I put this look together, make sure to keep watching. Alright guys, so I thought I would start off by showing you guys the products that I use to prep my skin before I do my makeup every day. So I start off by washing my face with the Cetaphil Gentle Foaming Cleanser. For those of you guys who have been watching my videos for a while now, you guys know that I struggle with acne and pigmentation, and this cleanser is for dry to normal and sensitive skin. So I found that this one has worked best with my skin. And then I'll go in with this eye cream. This is the Yes to Avocado fragrance-free daily eye cream. Then I'll also use this daily moisturizer, which is the CeraVe Daily Moisturizing Lotion. And this one is also for normal to dry skin, and I've really been liking this moisturizer. So now I'll usually take a lip balm, and I've been using this one by Mario Badescu. And now we're gonna get into the actual makeup products. So I like to use this primer. This is the Master Prime by Maybelline, and this one is specifically to blur redness and control pigmentation. So like I mentioned, I do deal with acne, and I have a few blemishes, but most of it is just redness. So I don't have any like new pimples right now. So next I will start covering up my blemishes, and I know that most people will start out by doing their eyebrows. I'm not sure if that's the correct way to go about doing your makeup. I know lots of people say that there's not a right or wrong way to do it. So this is how I have been doing my makeup for years, and I think it's worked fine for me. But to cover up my blemishes, I'll go in with this IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. This is the full coverage anti-aging waterproof concealer, and if you guys have watched some of my previous videos where I do my makeup, I was using this as under eye concealer, but I ended up getting a new concealer, as you guys will see right now, because I felt like this one was a little bit too thick. It always creases, which I really hate that. Also, when I bought this one, the worker at Ulta told me to not use powder with it because it would make it darker. So I had to get a new concealer. For this step, I use my fingers, and a little bit goes a long way. And I guess I'll answer the first question, which was, what has been the best birthday gift you received? And I feel very lucky and very grateful because I feel like I've received some awesome gifts over the years. So the first one that comes to mind would have to be the gift that my parents gave me for my 15th birthday. So instead of having a quinceañera, my parents actually paid for my trip to go to Guadalajara, Jalisco, which is in Mexico. And this was my first time traveling by myself. I believe I was 16 at the time, and technically I wasn't traveling completely by myself. I did end up staying with family over there, but I made some amazing memories from that trip, and so that gift is definitely at the top of my list. But I've also received some super sentimental and meaningful gifts from my sister and friends, and my friends have actually put some amazing gift boxes together for my birthday that remind them of me. And I just think it's super special because it shows that they pay attention to things that I like and things that I tell them. I'll insert pictures of a few gifts I've received here. Alright, now that I have covered up my redness, I'll go in in with my foundation. So on the daily basis, I don't use a heavy foundation. I noticed that any heavy products like full coverage foundation isn't good for my skin. It'll actually make me break out more. So I've been switching off between these two lighter products. This is the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer by ColourPop. I use it in the shade Light 7W. And this one is definitely on the lighter side. It feels like I have nothing on my face when I use this. But today I'm going to be using the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Cream. And this is their Illumination CC Cream. This is the color correcting illuminating full coverage cream. It also has anti-aging hydrating serum and SPF 50, which I think is amazing. I know I said I don't really use full coverage products on the daily basis, but honestly it feels like I'm wearing nothing when I apply this, and a little bit goes a long way. So I'll go ahead and spray some of this Mario Badescu facial spray. This is the Aloe, Chamomile, and Lavender one. And I'll just spray it onto my beauty sponge. And I'll go ahead and answer the next question, which is what are my favorite stores to shop for work clothes? For those of you guys who don't know, I actually work for a digital marketing company, and I don't go into the office every day. I only go in twice a week, so I don't have to worry about dressing up every single day. I usually stay in sweatpants when I'm here at home, but when I work at the office, I'll put together some pretty business casual outfits. My job doesn't have a strict dress code, but some stores that I would recommend would be H&M. They have a great section of business casual clothing pieces. I've also have gotten some stuff from Forever 21. I know the majority of the stuff are like crop tops and like skin tight dresses, but if you spend some time on their website, I'm sure you will find some nice pieces. I've also gotten pants from Target. I really love their pants. And then lastly, Shein. I know people are kind of iffy about shopping on Shein, so I'll occasionally shop on there, but you will find some great pieces on there. Not everything is top quality. You have to read the reviews for sizing and to make sure that things are not see-through. But I have ordered a couple of tops from there, and they have lots of variety, which I really like. And I forgot to mention, but I used this one in the shade Light. So now I'm gonna go ahead and apply under eye concealer. And I recently got this one by Hourglass. This is the Vanish Airbrush Concealer, and I have it in the shade Fawn. So I went to Sephora looking for a concealer that will help with my dark circles, because mine are terrible. And I also let them know that I wanted a concealer that didn't crease under my eyes, and so the worker there recommended this one. I've been liking it so far. The only thing is that I wish I would have gotten a shade lighter that could brighten my under eyes, but it does the job. And the next question is that if I could live anywhere in the world, where would it be and why? So I know I've traveled to quite a few places, which I'm super grateful that I have the opportunity to do that, but I know there's still so much more out there for me to visit. And one of my goals is to travel to Europe. I've never been over there. I would love to get a sense of what their quality of life and the type of lifestyle routines that they have over there. But recently I've just been gravitating to Miami. There's something that pulls me to that city. I'm a big summer girl. Of course, the weather is number one. I just love the warmer weather. I know it rains a lot, but I would much rather have rain over snow. Also, my neighbor's dog is barking, so please ignore that if you can hear him. But I also love that there's so many Latinos in Miami. Whenever I go, I feel so much more at home. I feel like people tend to talk to you in Spanish first before they talk to you in English, which I personally love. And there's so much more opportunity over there for jobs, especially for the field and industry that I would like to get into. So now that that's done, I don't usually apply any powder because I actually like my skin looking glowy, especially now that it's spring. But now I'm gonna go ahead and set my eyelids, and I'll go in with any translucent or white powder. So I've been using this one right here called Heaven, and this is part of the Too Faced Natural Eyes palette, which I've been using for years now. Alright, and now I go in and do my eyebrows. So I take this brush which has a spoolie to brush them out, and then the brush side. So I start by brushing them out. And then I just fill in any sparse areas using this e.l.f. brow pomade, and this is in the shade medium brown. And this one tends to get dark real quick, so I'll just apply very little. And then I go in with the ColourPop Brow Boss Gel to set them. And now I'm gonna do my bronzer. So I have been switching off between these two products. If you guys watched my winter's favorites video, then you guys would have seen these already. This one is the NARS one in the shade Laguna, and then this one is the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer, and this one is in the shade Tan Lines. So I think that they both work super well. This one is definitely more of an upscale one, and this one is more affordable. The only difference is that this is powder form and this is more of a liquid. The bronzer that I use will determine the blush and the highlighter that I use, because if I go in with a powder based bronzer, then I like to use a powder highlighter and blush. But today I'm going to use this one by e.l.f. So I apply this one with a brush, and I use this flat brush by ColourPop, and this is their F17 one, and I apply it on my face in the shape of a 3. 1 and then 2. So it's kind of like a 1, 2, like a 3. And I do the same on the other side. And then I'll go in with another brush to blend it out. So next I'm going to go in with blush, and I thought I would give you guys options because one is a bit more expensive than the other. This is by Milk Makeup and I have it in the shade Work. But I've also been loving this ColourPop one. Not only is the packaging super cute, but the colors are really nice. A little bit goes a long way and it's affordable. So this was part of their Valentine's Day collection. I'm not sure if they still have some left on the site, but I have it in the shade Kiss and Tell. This is in powder form, so I'm gonna go in with this one. And the next question that I saw is if I believe in ghosts, which I actually do. So I know some people are like, oh well, most of the ghosts are like evil ghosts, like they're here because they're not resting, which I get that mentality, but I think that there are good and evil spirits or ghosts. Whoa, the light just like came in here unexpectedly, so I apologize for the change in lighting, but I have not experienced any paranormal activity, thank God, because I get pretty freaked out with that stuff. I have heard so many stories of people that have like seen things or experienced things that are unexplainable, and I think that's where my belief comes from. But in short, yes, I believe in them. Someone also asked if I have any favorite TV shows right now, and I'm actually not watching any TV. So if you guys recommend any shows or movies to watch, let me know in the comments down below. But I tend to watch YouTube over anything else, so that's my form of entertainment. And then someone also asked for any face lotion recommendations. So like I mentioned at the beginning, this one by CeraVe I think is great. I also use the Bones face lotion, the blue one, for lots of years, and then there's also one by Cetaphil which I also really love. So now I'm gonna go in with the highlighter. This is the ColourPop Light Sticks highlighter, and it is in the shade Bullseye. And I also saw a TikTok of a girl talking about a face lotion that's super affordable. You can find it on Ulta, and I actually ordered it. I haven't tried it because it hasn't arrived yet, but I'll enter a picture of it here as well. I saw some great reviews, so I have high hopes for it. I'll let you guys know how I like it. And I'm also applying some highlighter to my inner corner. So I actually changed these steps that I do a little bit. I'm gonna go back and finish off the eyes. So growing up, so many YouTubers would say that they use bronzer for their eyeshadow, and that's kind of what I got accustomed to doing my daily go-to makeup looks, but I don't necessarily use my bronzer. I'll go in with a light brown shade, this one from the Natural Eyes palette by Too Faced, and it's in the shade Nude, and I'll just apply it on my outer corner. And then this next step, I don't do it every day, but I'll go in with this concealer brush by e.l.f. So it has a super small brush, and I'll go in with any dark eyeshadow, specifically dark brown, and I'll use it as eyeliner. And lastly, I do my eyelashes. So I'll start off by curling them. And once again, I have options for you guys in terms of mascara. So I switch off between these two. They're both on the affordable side. So the first one is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. And this is the other one, which is the ColourPop Act Natural Defining Mascara. I'm gonna go in with the ColourPop one today, but I'm gonna answer one last question, which is what is my best summer memory? And this is kind of hard to answer because I don't have the best memory, but I have to say I've experienced some pretty awesome summers. I've had some awesome memories going to Wisconsin Dells and going to the water parks with my family. There's just like so many memories, I can't pinpoint one, but I would have to say that summer of 2019 was pretty awesome. That was the first time that we traveled, my sister and I, for concerts, and so we went to Vegas, we went to California that summer. I also went to Florida for Disney World, which was my brother's first time there. That was definitely a fun summer. And this is the finished look. I'm gonna put myself together in terms of like fixing my hair, and I'll come back to show you guys the look. Alright guys, now that my hair is done, this is the final look. I did end up setting my under eyes with a little bit of powder, and I used the Maybelline Loose Finishing Setting Powder. And honestly, my under eyes crease with any concealer. If you guys have any tips on reducing that, please let me know in the comments down below. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to turn on my post notifications so that you're notified when my next video goes up. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!